The thing about these ranging market conditions is that it's different to when we get explosive uptrends. I mean, if you take a look at what we had here, since we broke this level and started establishing an uptrend, is that there's always something to update. For example, are we going to hit resistance here at 21k? Or do we think price is going to continue all the way up to 25k where we'll find resistance? Then if we break 25k, what's the next most likely level the price is going to go to? How are we going to set up a position to take advantage of that? How are we going to cut and reverse our position if it doesn't hit that? And as price develops, you constantly get new ones. Here it started going sideways, we had a breakdown. Where is it going to find support? Oh, look, it's a 100-day moving average. Then we see a big bounce. We break above this 25k level. We go up to the 30k level. There's constantly new things happening. But since around March, after we made that swing in April to 30k, price has really not been finding new support and resistances that it hasn't had in its very recent history. Like right now, we're testing this 25k support, and for a while, I've been saying these are the zones that we need to pay attention to. We had the anxious crab market, which now is actually extended down to the 25k, because if we replay back to around here, at this point, I gave you guys this chart, and that was because we've got our lower bound range here, where 25.6k is the most recent support, with a couple data points getting close to there, lots of local data points here. We did see a big bounce over here at around 25.6, but I knew 25k was the key structural level. I was very confident the price would make a support between 25 and 24k, just because this really marks the key structural level for the entire up move we've had this year. And it's extremely anxious because we don't have any recent support at this area, so we're really just hoping the 25k level is going to hold. And what did happen is that the 25k level held and the price went back up. Now, this is to be expected. In ranging conditions, supports tend to hold and resistances tend to hold. So price should be effectively bouncing between these two levels, constantly reverting back to a center point or mean. You can take the 100-day moving average for that. You can take the middle of the current range, which tend to be very similar right now, around 27.2. So we can remove this danger zone here. We now have confirmed support at 25k. And by danger zone, I meant the please zone, or whatever you want to call that. Now, this is great because it simplifies our chart and makes plays easier. Now, we're in a very anxious part of the crab market right now, especially with the way the range is currently forming, because there's definitely a clear short-term downtrend. We've got a series of lower highs forming over here, and this move up here is off of a lower low, because we've got a series of lower lows coming in as well. And if we make a local top here and start making our way back down, that is just going to be continuation and confirmation of the downtrend we've seen since the top on April 13th. So you really want to be careful here, especially when it comes to long positions. I won't be looking for any longs until we break above this 27.2k level, because if we now get above this, we're seeing some sort of structural shift. We've got a strong midpoint and resistance here. I'd like to ideally see us get above this as well, but what I'll be looking for is, do we get above this 27.2k level, look for any signs of resistance on the lower time frames as we get here, and then potentially play up to about 29, 30k, something like that, towards the 30k range. It'd be a bit aggressive to play all the way up to 30k, just given how much evidence we have that the bears are in control from this move here. So generally, we want to play buy here at support, sell here at resistance, and then this midpoint is going to flip from support to resistance, and we'll pay attention to evidence that this level's been disrespected or no longer relevant, because if we do spend a long time in this range, eventually this midpoint will carry less and less significance. The two most popular plays are going to be looking for a short as price goes up here, trying to preemptively get that next lower high that's going to form, and bet that the price is going to come back down to around here. Then the other play I like quite a bit, my preferred one here would be a breakdown from the danger zone. So as we're seeing signs that 25k level is going to be lost, I'll pay attention to the 24k short term on the lower time frames, make sure no support is forming there, and then hopefully we just get a big clean move past the 24k level as far as breakdown trades go. Now, there really isn't much else to update. I don't want to make these videos long just for the sake of it. That's all my thoughts on the current market. There's nothing I haven't spoken about before. When the market's like this, the best thing you can do is hop on my Telegram and just go through my free courses and level up as a trader.